Hi, hello, my name is Jade and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are going to be dyeing some hair extensions. I have a bowl in front of me. I'm in the dining room, which is not somewhere I normally film, but that's where we're filming today. I have my blue/purple hair extensions that we dyed a few months ago, I think. They didn't turn out the way that I wanted them, and so I didn't have any more hair dye, so I never dyed them again. But I have this hair color. I got it a long time ago for my friend when I was dyeing her hair. We never ended up using it, so I have quite a bit left. And I'm not gonna personally put it on my hair, even though sometimes I think I should. It's turning like a weird color. It's fading. But I wanna see what would happen if I put permanent hair dye on top of semi-permanent blue. Because I put orange and red over this blue, but it was semi-permanent and it was faded. These are not faded, not even close. So I want to give it a shot. So that's what we are going to do today. I'm going to mix up the color and then I will be right back to show you guys what's next. Yeah. And by the way, sorry for the washing machine in the background. I gotta get stuff clean. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back. It is mixed up. It's kind of thick. But yeah, it looks kind of pink. That's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and slap it on the hair. I should have enough. I used the whole bottle, the first bottle that wasn't in the box. So if I need to mix more up, I have more. I never have my tripod when I need it. It's like always disappearing. I need like 6 different tripods so that I can have them everywhere. Or I just need to pick somewhere that I'm going to film all the time at and not change it up. Because I do that a lot. I was filming a lot in the office, and then the office turned into my actual husband's school office. So I don't spend much time in there when it comes to filming, just because his computer's in there. Sometimes I film in my bedroom, not really, because it's not really the best place to film. So sometimes I film down here. Yeah, I need like 6 different tripods. I just said that, but I also should have gloves on, but I don't. I started a sourdough starter. I'm very excited about it. Have any of you guys done a sourdough starter? This is my first one. I was always intimidated of it because it seems kind of hard and scary, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it works. I also am like prepared for it to not work, so I can't be really upset. I mean, I can be upset, but I'm prepared to be upset that it doesn't turn out right. I use 20 volume developer on this hair, or with this mixture. I would prefer to use 10, but it is what it is, so these are what I'm using. Yeah, I would prefer to use 10. I don't have 10. I rarely ever buy 10. I should buy 10 more often, because I feel like with the, like, how light my hair normally is, 10 would work just fine on my natural hair. But I always grab 20. I also haven't put bleach on my hair since March, you guys. I think it's August right now. So, March, April, May, June, July, August. So 5 months, almost 6 months. Who knows when this will be posted, and if it's gonna still be August, or if it's gonna be September, or who knows. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with these. Let me go grab some gloves. Yeah, it's funny, I was just talking about needing to like stick to one place. This glove's big. to film, but my husband is thinking about moving his office from upstairs to downstairs in the dining room. So if he does that, then we need to, we'll have to move the whole dining room around. We were measuring it out and stuff, and we're thinking about either getting rid of our dining room table because we don't use it to eat at very often, or putting it upstairs because we need to bring his desk down, and he's got a pretty big desk to hold the computer because he's got a computer and 2 monitors and a printer and all that kind of stuff and all of his school stuff. But we're thinking about bringing it down here because we like to spend time with each other, and I don't always like going upstairs. Sometimes I just want to relax downstairs, and he wants his computer to be where I'm at so that, you know, we can still hang out. Even though we just moved the chair that he bought me for my birthday upstairs so that I'd have a comfortable spot to sit while he's gaming or doing schoolwork, he still wants to move it downstairs. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll happen. I kind of want to try and switch it around this weekend, but my husband is still on light duty and can't really lift anything, and I'm like, I could do it. I could drag it all downstairs, but I kind of want to I don't want to do it alone. So we'll see. I've been really wanting to wear my extensions because I feel like my hair was almost perfect for like the scene and emo hair. I don't know if many of you guys were in that scene when you were younger, but you had like really short natural hair and then you just stick the extensions in, and like you'd be able to tell that there was extensions, but like it was the vibe. And that early 2000s hair and just aesthetic is trending right now, so it's like I feel like it would kind of work. I'm just scrubbing it in, really trying to make sure everything is saturated, because these extensions are kind of a pain to make sure that they're saturated. I'm just rubbing everything in. So I don't know if I've said it in another video or when, like, I don't know if I like deleted it or something, but I saw my eye specialist again last week, and they don't care still. They were actually even mad that I was there because they're like, we wanted to see you in February and it's only been 6 months and you're back. I was like, yeah, but they were pretty mad to see me, and they told me that yes, my eye pressure is high, but not high enough for them to care or to even really consider taking care of yet. But since then, honestly, I have like convinced myself that it's not my eye pressure, that it's dry eye. So I have like a whole new routine. Like I look up anything and everything about dry eye. Before, I was really upset to think that it was dry eye because I feel like no one really takes dry eye seriously, and they don't. But it is a very uncomfortable, awful diagnosis. But I have been all over dry eye TikTok. The way that they describe dry eye is not really what I'm going through or what I'm feeling. But I've been told that yes, my eye that I see out of is drier than my other eye. But they haven't said that, oh, you have dry eye. They just said it's drier and you should be using drops. But in my head, now I have dry eye. So I've been using so many different things. It's not working. Honestly, my eyes still feel awful. It doesn't... See, it's weird because it doesn't feel like what all the videos say dry eye feels like. It doesn't feel like sandpaper. It doesn't feel like something's in there. It's uncomfortable, that's for sure. But like, not really what the videos have been explaining. And like, when they talk about vision issues with dry eye, it's not what I experience either. So So I don't know, but at this point I'm convinced I have dry eye. I got a new sleeping mask, which I love it. Because when I was sleeping downstairs, I was having issues with my eyes drying out at night because I was sleeping right under the fan. I wasn't sleeping right under the fan. I was sleeping to the side, and it's one of those fans that are like on the ceiling and stuff. And it felt like I was like laying in the right, like the perfect spot for it just to hit me in the eyes. So I definitely was having sore eyes then, and that made me decide that I needed a different mask, because the mask that I bought at first doesn't work. There's like a hole and I can see out of it, and it's just uncomfortable. So I went, or my husband, I personally wasn't going to get these because they're expensive for, like, in my opinion, no reason. It doesn't feel fair with how expensive it was, but he got me the Blink Joy dry eye mask. I wore it for the first time last night. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I loved it. It felt, I don't even know how to explain it, because when my eyes are bothering me, I will like stick my hand and just cover it. I don't know why. I just cover my eye because that's what I feel like feels best. And if like that's what those like masks, or the mask made me feel, because it was like a suction cup kind of to my eye. It didn't suction cup, but like it wasn't letting air in or out. It was really nice. I liked it, but honestly it could just be the fact that it was like giving pressure kind of to my eye. And sometimes I feel like I'm like craving, like my eye feels like there's a lot of pressure on it all the time. Like that's one of the big things that I feel. Like my eyeball, the eyeball itself feels like it's going to explode because it's got so much pressure, and it feels like it's either going to explode or going to get pushed out of my head. And it hurts to close my eyes. Like my eyelids on my eye hurts, but it also is uncomfortable to keep my eyes open. It feels like it's kind of impossible to keep my eyes open. So closing them is kind of just what my body naturally does. So having something that like is like a cup on my eye feels the best, because that's what I'll do. I'll like cup my eye with my hand. So I'm happy about that. I did a bunch of research to find out a preservative-free ointment to try at night. I started that. I also got a different type of, what's it called? I gotta mix more. I used a different type of artificial tears, but like they're preservative-free. I got the gel ones, so they're like jelly. I have two different types of those. I have the normal saline ones, so I'm trying it all. It's not changing anything, but I don't know. I found a few conditions that it could be, because I have, like, the condition I saw was like an autoimmune disease that goes after stuff, like not body parts, but like organisms in your body that produce, like, that are moisture producing, I think it's called. And I have always had really bad dry mouth, and that's kind of one of the symptoms of this condition. I'm not diagnosing myself with it. I'm just like, that's interesting. I want to get tested for that, so I'm going to. But what I've learned on TikTok is people with dry eyes some of them use sclera lenses, which are hard plastic contacts that keep like liquid in on their eye, which is kind of interesting. Like, it looks terrifying. Honestly, it looks so scary and terrifying. I don't even want to try it, but I'm also intrigued. Because again, I'm convinced at this point that I have dry eyes. Was I told I have dry eyes? No. Is any of the things that are supposed to help with dry eyes helping? No. Am I still doing them just in case? Heck yeah, I am. But yeah, so I've been on that hunt for, remedies to help with dry eyes. So if any of you have any tips or tricks, let me know. Just trying to keep my eyes as healthy as possible. I think I'm just going to use both tubes just to make sure it's like really saturated. And I know that I have more extensions, like more of these extensions. I just don't know where. Because we moved everything around. I reorganized the spare room that all of my stuff, all of my like art stuff and crafting stuff got moved to. So when my husband was making his office, all of the stuff that I had in that room, in the office room, got moved. Because at first it was just a crafting office room, and then he needed his stuff in there. So my stuff got moved to the other room, and then I just redid that room this weekend because my treadmill got moved into there. So my extensions are kind of hiding the rest of them. I would like really like to have them to try to see the difference between this hair color on blue and purple or blonde, but that's not an option, and that's okay. Oh, you guys, I also, someone be proud of me, I got a new therapist. I haven't seen her yet, but today I did call and talked to someone at Telemind to get a new therapist, and it went really smoothly. The last time that I talked to my therapist, it was right before he went on vacation, and so I feel really bad that I just kind of like, while he's on vacation, he got fired. But he asked me what I was feeling and if I could trust him, and if I couldn't, why can't I? And I told him that I don't feel comfortable with this because he is a man and I would prefer a woman. And instead of taking that and saying, okay, we will get you put with a woman, he said, after my vacation, I'm going to come home, we're going to come back a woman, and we're going to try again. He said, I wanted to fix you. I wanted to help you. I wanted to be the one to help you get over this trauma that you had because of other men. You put me in the same, like, I don't remember his exact wording, but he's like, because I'm a man, you think of me like these people that hurt you in the past. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, you're my therapist. You should be the one encouraging me to find different ways to, or like, I don't know, it's been a year and I feel like everything has gotten worse. My mental health has tanked. I'm at such a bad spot that it just, yeah, it was time, and I found it easier to do it this, like, here, like, while he was gone. I still feel really bad. I feel really, really bad, but I'm glad I did it. I meet with my new therapist on Thursday. I'm really hoping it works with her, because I'm ready to be better. I'm ready to feel better. I'm ready to, like, see improvement. I was seeing sort of improvement with my last therapist, but I'm gonna be honest, the improvement was out of spite because I was mad at him, because I didn't feel like he was ever listening to me, and it really, like, the fact that he was like, I'm gonna come back a woman, not, okay, if I'm not going to be able to work with you, like, if it's not gonna work with me because I'm a man, let's find you a woman. Like, when he said that, I was like, done. I was like, okay, you're not respecting me, because he was like, I wanted to fix you, I wanted to help you, like, I wanted to be the person to do that. And he's a family therapist. He's not a trauma therapist. I need a trauma therapist because that's what I'm going to therapy for. Trauma, PTSD, CPS, PTSD, agoraphobia, eating disorder, depression, anxiety. Like, that's what I needed help with. And he would talk about how skinny he thought he was and how much he didn't like his body, and, you know, talking about other people's weight and body. So he just, and I felt like I constantly had to remind him about that. So, yeah. I did it. I still feel really bad. I didn't reach out to him. I just went through the company and, you know, talked to customer service and got a new provider that way. I keep thinking that I should send him an email. I don't even know if I can email him, because when I got the new therapist, the person I was talking to who said that my new therapist is now in my patient portal and I can talk to her. I don't know if my old therapist is still there, but all of my appointments with him are canceled. And yeah, I don't know. I feel really bad about it. My husband told me I shouldn't because he didn't listen to me. He wasn't really doing what I needed. Like, my husband kept saying, like, when I would describe what was happening in the appointments, he's like, it sounds like he's using you as an experiment. Which honestly, it did feel like that. Because he's a family therapist, never dealt with trauma, but he was going to EMDR training and brain spotting training, and he kept trying to use it on me, and I didn't like it. And, you know, he likes to do meditation and, like, pretend stuff. Like, he would be like, okay, think of this scenario, what would happen in this scenario, and I'm like, I can't, because that wouldn't happen, or stuff like that. And I would tell him that I didn't really like it, and then we did some research and found out that for CPTSD, sorry, that it not always the best thing. Meditation and brain spotting and stuff wasn't always the best thing, because some people it doesn't help, and it's like he would forget all of that we did, the research, and when I told him, so yeah. And then the one time when I, like, did confront him about not really listening to me, he's like, well, why didn't you tell me before? Like, and I was like, I did. And he's like, well, you said that you promised that you would tell me if this ever happened, and look, you didn't tell me. Like, that's kind of not good. And it's just little things like that. But it's done. I'm going to let it sit for like 30 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it out. So I'm going to go clean up the kitchen so that we have room to clean it out. So, yeah. Alright guys, here is the results. I don't have a table where I did when I was filming this originally, because it got all moved, but here are the extensions. They turned out interesting. Some of them are like purple. I wanted to show you in the sun, so that's why we're also like right here. I'm trying to use like my sweater to like try to help. Some of them are like really, really purple. Some of them are like burgundy. They feel very, very soft. You see? This one looks burgundy to me. It's beautiful, but it has like bits of purple that poke through. This one is more burgundy. It's kind of tangled. I think they're really pretty though. They're not what we were expecting, because I was expecting red. But yeah, I think they're really cute. I don't know why I didn't expect purple. That's the color wheel. Girl, you're kind of dumb. Well, maybe because like the red that I put over my blue hair went perfectly red. But again, my hair was faded. These weren't, but I think they're so pretty. What I want to do is I want to dye them black so that I can wear them with my red hair and have like just black highlights, or not highlights, but like a peekaboo in the back. But yeah, so that is that for putting permanent hair dye on blue hair. And if you guys watch this video fully through, let me know down below what you want me to do for Christmas. If you guys want me to do Vlogmas, or if you want me to do another little surprise that I have up my sleeve. Do you want something new, or do you just want my Vlogmas like normal? But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!